And we're back.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the vibes together, because the vibes...
Yeah.
Moment they all been waiting for, Playboy.
Now I'm back again.
Okay.
The
We
vibes
in
feel a
there.
little better.
We in the house now.
It's Tuesday. And we happy to be here as always.
I'm tired of playing games.
You can plan this vacation type stuff.
I'm trying to go on
Need
vacation.
a vacation.
Trying to go on vacation, get some of that vacation tail. I just said something a minute ago that I'm going to tell y'all about in a second when the vibes go off. Come on. Hey,
Annoying.
one of my favorite songs of all time, Girl, I Trade It All. And I told y'all this on one episode. One day, we will have a Jagged Edge appreciation. Just not today. But welcome back, everybody. This is She and I am your host, B Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B Love, the husband and
You
wife
gotta
duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we
You gotta
are
stop.
here to stay.
You
This
gotta
is the
stop.
best thing to happen on a Tuesday since Monday. Kiss the ring.
Boy,
Come
please.
on, Queen, kiss the ring. That's my new saying.
So this little pinky ring.
Worth about 50, bling, bling.
50
Come
cent,
on, man.
50 Cent. We went to Houston.
I forgot my
And
table,
we
y'all.
fell up into one of them little
Flea markets. It was a
Yes.
Houston flea market. When I tell you, it was all the, I almost said a racially insensitive word, but it was a lot of people from the Middle Eastern in that place, and they sold a lot of trinkets, gadgets, and gizmos of plenty.
this ring was literally
They
like
sold all of
$199,
it.
and he keeps wearing it like it's real, and it just bothers me so bad
Well,
because
guess what,
the
Queen?
center stone is literally plastic.
Well, you know
I
what you
just
need to do?
cannot.
You know what you need to do?
No, I don't.
Get on your job. Anyway, thank you
just
guys
need to
out
stop
there.
wearing it.
Buy me
It's
one.
already faded.
This ring is rubber, and I never want a rubber. That's why I got Blake. This ring is
my
plastic.
God.
So, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Rubber ring, not on my ding-a-ling. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and we want to welcome you to a phenomenal episode. We got a lot of fantastic guests in the building.
You
we got
do the
one
most
part-time
when you
guest.
have an audience. That's the
I do.
thing.
I do. My favorite
That's
person.
the thing.
My favorite audience member right here. We got Lola Looms in the building. We got Jay Driver live in the building. But I'm about to give you a proper introduction. Everybody knows Lola Looms. If you don't know who Lola Looms is, I want you to do me a favor. In the archives of She and I podcast, I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the exact date. It was an episode where we talked about a young lady named Lisa. I'll let y'all figure it out from there. I'll let y'all figure it out from there. But anyway, we have a very...
I don't remember the story.
I remember. She knows the story too.
I know she does because
We
she
have
was
a very
mortified right
special
now.
guest in the building, and I have to introduce her. Give it up one time for one of our favorite people who we had on the show before. Really not a guest, it's a family member at that point. Jessica Driver. Give it up for yourself one time.
Hello, everyone.
There you go. There you go. Now,
It's just been since
you talk about it.
you have been on since it was 2019.
It was 2019, and then now I'm back.
And she's back to talk about an update that took far too well. You know what? I wish it wouldn't have come to this point, right? But before we get into it, Jessica, we got to play a game with you to break the ice. Let's hit the button.
She and I Icebreaker. Get to know the best guest.
And just like that, we're back. Now, Jessica, it's been about 1.5 years, 2 years since you've been on. So now we got to get to know you again. So I hope you're ready for this. I made up this game. This game is called What is the One Thing? It's that one thing. Kind of like that song. That's the game. So here we go. Listen up and listen good. Everybody can answer the question as we always play.
Okay.
What is the one thing you can say that you're too grown to do at your age right now? Or too grown for? Like, I'm too grown for, or I'm too grown to do. What's that one thing? Ooh, think about it. One thing.
That I'm too grown to do.
Yes.
Having people waste my time.
Oh, I like it. That's message. India, what about you, Queen?
I don't know. I feel like I'm still a little childish sometimes.
You are a lot of childish.
I'm that way.
Childish.
I'm a kid at heart.
You see, both of y'all childish. Everybody here childish except me. I'm the most mature person in this room. Yeah, what is that one thing that you can say that I'm too grown or I'm too mature or I'm like, man, I'm too grown for that, and really stand on it, and really stand behind it. Waste my time.
Going back and forth on friendships.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Everybody had great answers, but guess what mine is? If one of the homies, I love the homies, right? But if one of y'all asks me to help y'all move, I'm gonna straight up tell you, bro, I'm too grown to help y'all ass move. Y'all got a good job and you're 30-something years old. You better go hire some movers, man. I'm not working out to help you move or you all. I thought about that when I saw Buddy moving down the street from my house, and he had his mama, daddy, grandma, sister, brother, cousin, uncle.
Can't afford movers.
And you wouldn't even
Man.
help them pack?
My friends do a lot of extracurricular activities, right? I'm talking about, when I'm talking about extracurricular, you know what I'm talking about. They have a lot of medicinal habits.
They do spend a lot
Okay.
of money on
Okay.
extracurricular
And if they can
Well, then they can afford it.
Okay, all right then. So they ask me to help y'all move Christmas.
You have to give them the eyebrow.
I just got to give them. Some got to give them a no. That's what I'm gonna give them. All right, my next question. What about you, Law? Nothing. Okay. My next question. What is that one thing you will never do on a first date? What is one thing you will never do on a first date?
Order chicken wings.
Oh, I like that. I like it. You gonna lick your big ass fingers.
Yep. I want to get down
And
to it.
look, hold on, let me say something. You gonna want to lick your fingers and the guy gonna see you licking your fingers, but they ain't nothing but an optical illusion because it's the only thing she gonna be licking. Trust me. Go.
Shut up.
What about you, Jessica?
That I would not do on a
Yes,
first
what's that
date?
one thing you would not do on a first date? One thing. One thing.
Tell them about everything. I don't know. Like,
That's,
I don't
that's
know.
a good one.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of like you don't want to get too deep at first.
Talk about my sex life.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Talk
do
about
that.
past sex
I
partners.
said, what's the one thing? Goodness gracious, you got a laundry list.
I do.
All right. My
But
one
I'm
thing.
for sure. I'm sorry. I'm for sure not eating no chicken wings though, because when I eat chicken wings, I be having crust and crumbs all over my face.
Bro, when is
It's
it?
not happening.
You don't even eat chicken wings no more anyway.
I don't eat chicken wings no more. Sorry. Okay. I'm not gonna order a burger either.
Yeah, you do eat a mushroom burger.
I
or
know.
an
Is it
impossible
like when
burger.
I went to Shake Shack this past weekend with Lola, and the mushroom burger that
It's
I
like
had.
a sister at this point.
Yeah, we said that on Saturday. The mushroom burger that I had was like everywhere. Like I kept having to wipe my face.
So it's more of not wanting to have things you have to hold, put in your mouth.
Yes,
See, that is a true thing.
I just want to keep it cute. Have
Keep
a
it cute.
little,
Keep
nice
it cute and
conversation.
classy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, for me, go to the bathroom. I don't want to go take a dump on
Oh.
the first date in front of somebody sick. Imagine me, old Joy Chavez, on the first
Okay,
date, and
I
all
have
of a
to
sudden my
second
belly
that.
started hurting. See?
Because even since we've been back to work since
See?
COVID. I
Yeah,
go
you don't
to-
want to
how
do
would
that.
you
Yeah, I'm not
know?
going to the bathroom.
I'm-
How would you know?
And I'll be
Some,
constipated.
I'm thinking about that TikTok. How would they know?
No, you gonna figure it out.
How would they know?
When I'm in the bathroom for 15 minutes trying to rip one through, you gonna know.
That is so true.
You gonna
How
know.
would they know?
know?
It's taking too long.
Bingo.
But if it's there and it's ready to come, I would just be
chill. You
like,
getting
it was
too
a
nasty
long.
now.
It was a long wait at the bathroom.
I'm like, nah, it wasn't no long. I know what you was in there doing, stanky madanky. Don't come and bring that hot ass around me no more.
That's why
Yuck.
you just keep your little honey pot wipe in your purse. They sell the travel size ones
I
now.
bought you those for Christmas.
Target.
Stocking
Yep.
stuffer.
Yep, that was a great stocking stuffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a really good one.
Deck the hall. All right, last thing. This is a big one for you. I want you to think on it, and we'll come back to you. I'll start with Indy, but think on it, all right?
Okay.
What is the one biggest thing that you look for in a potential mate? The one biggest thing that you look for. Like if you and I weren't dating and we weren't married, none of that. What is the one biggest thing you would look for in a Casanova like me? Come
I
on.
don't know if it's gonna be a one thing though.
Yeah,
What's
mine's
the biggest thing then? The biggest thing, Jessica, go.
family.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going
That
to
is a
say
big
that.
thing for me.
I knew you were going to say that. What about you?
Do you love God?
Oh, yeah.
I did
'Cause
not
I ain't
expect you
dating
to
no
say
atheist.
Oh, yeah.
that. Wow.
Definitely.
Well, you know.
That's Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
That's going to be a no for me.
That's a no for me.
I would like to think so. At the tender age of 26, the one thing that I am now going to be looking for if we weren't together would probably be somebody who has some ambition. I don't care what you got ambition doing. You could be selling sacks of socks. You got to have some ambition and be doing something. So when
That
we get
drive.
together, drive. When we get together, we're going to be going straight to the moon. We ain't got time to waste because we at a different pace. So I need you to be with me and hop on the ride and don't slow me down, but go with me, hear me elevate.
Be with me, not against me.
Elevate. That's what Drake said. Elevate. All right. Give it up for Justin one time. Good job, Justin. Now let's get down to business. Let's get down to business and do what we came to do. Now, before I get there, I have to go ahead and hit the button. Load us out.
Now unqualified.
Wrong button.
During the week,
Sorry, I
we
messed
got
up.
deep. Chill. Let's
over.
talk on
Sit
the
closer to you.
podcast.
I'm confused.
You can
Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in and out of the camera because I forgot my table that I usually sit my computer on. Y'all don't really see it. I should have had it right here in my lap. That probably would have even been better, but it's sitting way far away from me. Anyway, Jessica, now about a year and a half or 2 years ago, you came on the pod and we had a hell of a conversation. And I challenged you when we were talking. I said, I want you to try an online dating site. Did you do it?
Yes, and I do want to give some background on that.
Please
so,
do. Go for it.
Barrett knows, and India might know that I'm very,
Particular.
but also I'm very driven in work. And so
Yeah.
I've always, my whole life, been very focused. And I've kind of, I've dated here and there, but it's just like work.
About your business.
Yeah. And so just trying to line things up for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I put dating on the back burner.
Yep.
And I know Barrett came to me one day and was like, hey, Jess, you gotta
step out.
you gotta step out.
More women, because you said this and we talked about it, but I feel like that you are an eligible bachelorette at the time. I was like, you know what? Give it online dating, because we talked about being hard to go out. Like, where do you meet people these days? It was a conversation that you and I had. I
Yeah, we
think.
just recently had that again. That
Really?
conversation the other day at work.
Oh, we sure did.
Yeah.
We sure did. We talking about where do you meet people? Like at 30-something, where do we meet people? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to go out to the club. You're not trying to go out to the club and meet a young man. So
And
where
I
do
would
you
think
meet
that people, I would think that it's hard to even find trustworthy men these days. Because when
Definitely.
people get older, men really be out here not wearing their wedding rings, acting like they're
I
not in
got 2
relationships.
rings.
And just, so you really don't know what you're getting
No.
if you're trying to meet them out at, say, like a bar or a restaurant or some sort of like social setting. You just
Or
don't
for
know what you're
instance,
getting.
you'll see someone that that is married, and then you see them on a dating app. So,
I've heard that a lot.
yeah.
Yikes. Watch out, fellas. At least change, just grow some facial hair or something. Change your name on the site. Do something.
They don't disguise it.
All right. But Jessica, you went on the site. Which one did you go on? Do you remember?
Plenty of fish.
You had some success.
I had a lot of success.
Yeah. Plenty of fish.
Jumping out of water. They were-
I like that. So, did you find a suitor? Did you find somebody?
So, yes, I did.
All right.
I did.
All right. And I was so excited. I remember we talked about it. Jessica was like, Barrett, find this guy. He's cool. My guy came to the live show. Super dope. Super cool guy. And I man, Jessica finna reach the end until she reached the end. Now, we will bring us up to speed today.
That stung.
I'm sorry, Jessica. But tell us a little bit about the ebbs and flows, about like was the dating site cool? Would you do it again?
I would do it again, but probably a different site. I noticed when I got on Plenty of Fish, and Barrett did help me like with my profile.
He said that profile, I gotta get my girl tight.
Yeah,
Did
and
he really help you with the profile too?
That's a good picture right
and
there.
He told me which pictures to put up because he was like trying to explain. Because I was like, at first I was nervous to even get on it and get on the site. But then I did notice it was like a flood of guys coming through. And then I went on a few dates with a few people. But then it one thing I realized is I do not see how people juggle a lot of men
Oh,
or how
okay.
men juggle a lot of women because like I was coming into work and I was like, no, this one guy wants to take me here.
I
Oh, this
remember
guy
that.
wants to take me here. And I was like, how do you do this for like a long time
Yeah.
to like decide on who you want to like, you know, potentially go the long haul with, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And so
right.
it was just like, you know, squaring all that away, got on the site and then, you know, I thought I found the one.
Thought you found the one. However, the one ended up being a honey bun, and it didn't work out as successful as my girl thought it was going to be. Now, listen, do you mind? Well, let me ask. Let me phrase it
I was
another
gonna say,
way.
at this point, how long have y'all been broken up?
A while. So it's been a
Okay.
while since about last fall.
All right.
Okay.
Do you think there's room to get back in with him?
No,
Really?
because
Now, we talked about this the other day, and I'm gonna tell. Can I tell the people what you were still doing, or do you want to tell them? I'm gonna let you tell them. Go ahead. I'm not gonna bust you out yet.
I say that. Okay, pause. So I say that because since we're no longer together, he said certain things that have been triggers for me.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I know that we're not going to get back together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
want to be a part of his life in that way.
That was a question that I saw here recently too.
Wait, so are
If-
y'all still technically friends? I'm confused. Are y'all still conversing?
So yes, we are a little bit here and there. That's
and I'm
the
gonna
issue.
leave the door open.
But so it'll be like, so I've picked up hiking and I've picked up different things like that. And so instead of me just going by myself, I'll be like, hey, do you want to go hiking? And so then we'll meet up for hikes and stuff like that. But like, there's nothing romantic,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
But do you feel like there's nothing romantic? And does he feel the same? Because there might be still a little flicker of a spark there. Now, you know, listen, when you rub wood, you get that old friction, you start a fire.
Do I feel, I mean, I care a lot about him.
Okay.
And I think
But see,
we
I
care
think-
both
About
for each other. But I think our circumstances, we were in two different places in life.
Got you.
If that makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But then, and we'll probably talk about this later.
Yeah.
But as it went on, and like I said, some of the things that he would say was like, "Oh, that's how you felt? Okay,
Yes.
well, why didn't you let me know that earlier?"
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So it was a similar situation that happened to one of our other friends where they were dating, and then all of a sudden, the last minute, he decided to say something about not wanting to expand the family. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So in the beginning, when I asked Jessica those questions, the one biggest thing that she would look for, I knew she would kind of say family. So it was a layup. Now, with the family issue, because you have a tight-knit family, y'all go on vacation, y'all do everything together. Do you
Yes.
think that has some sort of, I don't know, like disconnect with him and you?
So I
He-
believe so.
Okay.
And that is because after we stopped talking, he
Yep.
said, I said, "What's up?" I was trying to figure out what
Yeah,
was.
so why did y'all stop talking? Let's back up. Like, what happened before we get there?
Everything was fine.
Yeah.
How I thought. We met each other's families. We were doing like
Look at this.
everything. Like it was like
Straight off the dating site, so you have hope too.
like we had gotten that far. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we
Yeah.
were like I felt progressing. And I
Thought
was
y'all were
really
too.
and I was very happy about it. And I was so,
Yeah.
but then all of a sudden, of course COVID hit.
No.
And so then
We got COVID crazy.
yeah. So we were around each other more and we were
Yeah.
talking about more things, but then like one day he was just like he kept saying he didn't care for Tennessee. He didn't want to
Wow.
live in Tennessee.
Okay,
And that's understandable, right?
sure.
He's
I
not
don't
from
want to. I would love to move to another state someday. I don't know if it ever happened by the way that our lives are going right now.
but that is something like if I ever I'm not saying I don't want to always I love Tennessee. My family's here. My roots are here.
Yes.
But that does not stop me from like moving to other locations. But before I move anywhere, I have to know that we are
Stability.
stable.
See?
Right.
And like, I need to know your vision and drive. So if something does happen,
Right.
we're able to grow together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's a big thing for me. And like, I'm very close with my family. And then he just kept saying that he didn't want to be in Tennessee. He wanted to move back home possibly and different things like that. And then he wasn't as close with his family. And he said out of nowhere, he's like, I'm kind of jealous of what you have of your family. And I said, well, that was a trigger for me. Cause I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. For someone to say something like that, you don't know. You don't want to get down the road with someone who says something like that. And also, when he said that, I said, "Are you sure that's what you meant?" And then he tried to clear it up, but it did come out of his mouth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was on his heart. That's how I felt that, right?
Yeah.
So I just have to be aware of things like that.
So when he first met your family, you said that you guys made each other's family, right? Did everybody embrace him? Did he get along with everybody?
He met the whole crew, everyone.
Really?
Yeah, we ate.
So what's that to be jealous about?
Has he moved back home yet?
No, he has not.
Good
And
question.
that's why it was very, I was just kind of confused. Now the whole thing is more confusing to me.
Okay.
Like, he's not moved back home. He didn't get a new job, transfer jobs. He said all these things, the reason why, but then I think there had to be something underlying, right? And then other things would start to come out now that we've not talked in a while, like been talking, you know?
And like the jealousy of the family situation, I would think that it was like a positive, because for me, I always talk about how close Beard and his family are. And I've even talked about this with my mom. I'm like, we just do not have a close family. And pros and cons, because
for sure.
when I'm tired
Most
of dealing
definitely.
with you, I feel no remorse for not talking to my family, and that's probably bad. But then also, like, his close-knit family, it's like they know everything. Like, they all in the business and stuff because they're so close. But I do love the way that they interact with each other, and I love that they genuinely want to be around each other.
Yes.
So I would think that he would be like, oh, I would love to have that one day, or I would love to, step into your family.
I think what he was seeing in my eyes is that he was missing being so far away from them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So he saw the way you and your family
We're
interacted and was like, dang, I want the same thing for me and my family.
Because but when I met his family, they seemed like everything was fine, but you never know, what else is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, we are all of my immediate families here. Like, my sisters are not that far. And so,
y'all still hang out. Y'all go to church together.
Yeah.
Y'all vacation together. They get a big old house down in Seacrest.
But like, so where his family is from is not that far from here.
no, it's not.
So has he always been the type to go home a lot?
No. Well, but also with COVID,
Facts. Okay.
he didn't go home as much. But then, like, I know that they would come visit him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They would come by and swing through.
Okay.
But since we were it was a very weird time. So, like, when we first started dating, it was right before COVID had hit.
Yeah.
And so, like, we were like young in love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then it like transitioned, and then it was like everything was like locked down, and we couldn't do everything.
Right.
We couldn't go out. We couldn't do those things. And then even like I had met his family right before like the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was just a little bit of different factors.
I feel bad for all of the couples who broke up during COVID, just because.
Did you really give love a chance?
Well, it was. No, I think everybody gave it a fair shot. I just think it was hard on everybody. We wanted to break up. So
It was it's mentally. No, it's a mental thing. It was a lot. And you don't know, everyone acts different when they're under stress. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing. And you just don't know. Like, I'm a person who's like hyper excited a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? And so you see things like that, and then you can have another individual, like I saw a different side of him, like he was more of an individual who liked to be inside in the dark, and I'm a person who's light. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
I wake up in the morning, open up every house.
Like, I don't even, I live in a condo, and if I didn't live, I live on a certain floor, but if I didn't live on a certain floor, I would have no shades. Like where I grew up, we don't have shades over our windows because we were just like, we need light in the house.
Yeah, well, this closed
you
right
get what
now because, we got to have the cameras.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying, like, I just love light. I love plants. I love light. I love, everything like that. And you find when you're with someone that there's certain things that you don't want to compromise in that area.
And I feel like a lot of people are dealing with stress, but a lot of adults just don't know how to verbalize their issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know, like, one of the things that Beard and I constantly fought about
all the time
was how much money I was spending on food. And
$160, $180 a week.
And so
like,
I was telling him, I was like, it's literally not different from what we were doing before.
But it felt different.
It felt different because I was literally buying groceries at one time because, you know, when COVID first started, we were making that one trip to the grocery store. We were trying to push it for 2 weeks worth of groceries, just, you know, getting everything you needed. So the grocery bill was higher.
Right on.
But he had never been the type to complain about something like that.
You notice it. You're noticing those things.
Yeah. And so then I stopped and think, I was like, maybe he's just nervous. I feel like, you know, people were stressed out about like job security. It's like, what if I, like, you're not working? What if I lose my job? You in here spending $160 a week on groceries?
About $180.
Definitely.
But that was something I had talked to my therapist about because I was like, I don't get it.
I completely understand. And then there was even another situation when he was like, I don't have a house yet.
That's where I was about to get to next. Come on, talk about it.
So, I might have mentioned this on the first podcast, but like I own 2 properties.
Yep.
So I have 2 houses, and I do well for myself, and I work really hard for those things that I have. And so it was just interesting because all of a sudden he was like, I want to have a house of my own first before I get a house with someone else. And I was like, hold up. That it was like a red flag. I was like, what's up with that? You didn't say that before.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because at the age that you're dating, it's like,
you would think, right?
We're trying to combine.
I said combine it. So then this is me on my end thinking like, oh, if I sold this, we could get this. I'm already calculating in my head. I'm a planner. Of some sorts. And so like in my head, I was like, if I sold this property, we could get this and live here. Like I was thinking like that. And then I was thinking right? And so it kind of hit me like, what do you mean? You want to do this before this? I was like, we don't like,
I thought we were building
something together. Right. And so it was just that kind of caught me off guard too. So that was another instance.
Something you and I talked about before. So it's no surprise to you, but I actually said this to you. Do you think that he was a little bit intimidated by what you brought to the table? I feel like that when you told him those things, that he was like, man, she has a house, another spot, she has a good job, she has XYZ, she has her family in place. Seemingly to him, right? You have it all together. And he may have looked in the mirror like Michael Jackson and said, it's time for me to make a change because I don't have my shit together. How can I have a woman like this when I'm not, he's not lacking, but when I have a little bit less than, I don't have a house, you got 2. I don't have this, you got that. My family doesn't talk to me every day. I see your family more than I see my family. So at that, they could have really like tugged in his gut. You know what I'm saying?
Has he bought a house yet?
No, he has not.
That's my next question.
So yeah, to me, it just feels like male ego. That he couldn't. That's what it seems like to me. Is that what it felt like to you?
Yeah, it was just the things now that he's coming up with too. Like when we just talk, it's just like random things. And I was like, you just didn't like me at all. Like, like I did tell Barrett.
You did.
Because at one day.
I didn't like something. I thought it was real mean. You don't got to say it out loud.
But he did say to me, why aren't you being yourself? And I said, I have been myself. You just didn't like me for who I was.
Hold up.
Right?
Yeah.
So then what I was doing was like little things, and I was trying to like, I can change, you know, like maybe
fit the mold you want me to be.
a little bit, but I didn't want to. You can't change me. I can't change who I am, right? You know what I'm saying? No matter what. But when he said that, I was like, but I was always that. But then it would be like the smallest thing. And then I'm like, something else was going on underlying, and I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? And that's for him to figure out.
Right.
And I was always trying to be there for him. And I think that was the tug.
Yeah.
You know?
And see, with the male ego thing, I feel like that if I am trying to get a house and you, my girlfriend, have 2 houses, why wouldn't I lean on you for that structure, for that advice, for that help?
He must don't know how hard it is to get your first house.
That's what so like.
Did he ask for help? But did he ask you to help?
No, he never asked me to help. But like I always told him, I was like, well, he said, well, how did you do that? And I was like, well, I got this so many years ago.
Right.
And then I got it because, I remember talking to my dad, and he said, why don't you do this instead of renting? And I was like, I don't know. Let me try to do it. And they did it.
And you did it.
And then with the second place, I was like, I always talk to my family for advice.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I want another place.
Yeah.
And then my dad said, do it. And I said, I don't think they're going to let me have 2 houses. And he said, white people do it all the time.
Yeah.
And so he was like, just go to the bank and see if they'll do it, if they'll let you do it. And they did.
Driver dropped his drive time.
Right. So do you get what I'm saying? So it's but I have that in my corner. You know what I'm saying? There's that foundation that I can talk to, and like, if I have questions about certain things, because I've seen where my family, what they've done to get where they're at. And so it's like, but I want to know it, like, even from him, like when I would talk to him about these things, I don't know if it was like registering with him in that way. Does that make sense?
And I feel like that by you saying all that, you have a wealth of knowledge, right? You have a pool that you can tap into. I feel like he could have got to know your dad a little bit better. He could have presented himself to you a little bit better so he can just learn and just kind of take in the game. Listen, I'm not with you to get game, but if you got the game and I know you got the game, who am I not to soak it up? I'm a sponge. Let me get close to you to soak it up. So now what I'm doing is building a legacy for us instead of saying I'm getting a house. Like, let's talk about how we can get one if we're serious. And it sounds like to me that my boy may have been bullshitting. Like he wasn't serious or something.
Yeah, a little more dip. Put too much dip on this chip.
Too much dip on your chip.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, because for example, with his mom, she's a retired school teacher. I call her, I'd be like, Miss Newsom, what am I supposed to do with Blake?
See, exactly. There's nothing wrong with calling other people for help or for guidance. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that's something that we have to get over.
Yeah.
And even with your significant others, being able to talk to them and be open, like, you know, just like the smallest things can make the biggest change.
Oh, 100%. I like that. Drop a bomb of the smallest things can make the biggest change. Put it on a t-shirt.
So now you guys have a friendship?
Yeah. Like, so what is it now? Where are we right now?
It's because, and this is me too.
Okay, you don't want to let go.
No, I've let go because I told you there's nothing there.
Okay, good.
Because what I'm not going to do is like be with someone who is pushing away anyways. So I'm not going to do that. But you know, it's just like I said, if you go walking, come walking, it's like little things like that. And it might be too, because I've not put myself back out there to start dating again. So I don't have that other individual there or, to like, just talk to sometimes and like, but yeah, there's nothing there. It's not going back.
Okay.
I'm not going backwards.
You sure? You think if he shot his shot?
No.
Okay. I like that. Ooh, with conviction.
Listen, no, I don't blame you because I mean, just from what she said, the things I know.
If that was me, what would you would have done?
I've been done.
I know. I know who I'm dealing with. Done. Out of there. Like a burnt cake in the oven. Finito.
Well, and that's why I keep saying we're dealing with adults that literally just don't know how to express themselves.
No, exactly.
And he could have already said half this stuff to you
way before we got so far, right? So there was so many times when I was like, I really opened myself up to you. And then now this is that's what hurts, right? Yeah. I'm such a loving person. And it's just like, that's just not my spirit. Like, you get what I'm saying? And so that really bothered me.
Yeah.
That gets my spirit. And I didn't like that.
I do feel like this for all guys and girls and whoever. It used to be a point where meeting somebody's family was special. It's like, if I brought you to my family, that meant something. I know for you, it means a hell of a lot, right?
Yeah.
I know for the homegirl, Kayla, it means a hell of a lot. I know for somebody like a lot of people, I'm just using people as loose examples right now. But I know for these people, when you meet somebody's family, it means a lot. I think that sometimes guys, we like, fuck it, you want to meet my mom? Here, you can meet her. But I do think girls, most of the times, value meeting their parents a lot more than guys do.
There were so many guys that I dated that never saw a glimpse of my parents.
Yeah. Definitely. There was a lot.
So for you to do that, I'm saying like that's huge. And I felt like that he knew that from the beginning by telling you he was jealous. And now he's like, all right, we'll meet my family. And it's like, bro, like if you knew you weren't up to meet my family, or if you knew you had these kind of lingering thoughts in your head,
I would have never brought you around.
There it is.
Never.
I remember dating this guy in high school.
You ain't dating nobody before me. I'm the one and only.
Anyways, he was supposed to meet my parents this day. He pissed me off that day. I told him, I said, do not come to my house.
Did he ever meet your parents?
Nope.
No.
We dated. We dated on and off after that for like a year. And he never.
Nope. Barrett, so you're saying that men don't tend to bring...
No, I'm saying that we do, but I don't think it means... I think for you guys, it means a lot. But if I say I'm dating... Matter of fact, before I met India, before I got a real, like, quote-unquote solid girlfriend in college, man, I used to have girls all through my mama's house. And like when my freshman, sophomore year in college, then y'all would come to the crib. Your mama home? Yeah. Hey, mama, this such and such. Hey, mama, this such and such. It was just like a thing, you know, like this is my friend. This is my friend because I was still living with my mom too.
But is that like an age thing?
And it could be like at the age I am right now, I know I did not bring anybody home and like, hey, you're going to spend the night in my house or meet my family. You know what I mean?
But I guess that is somewhat true though. Mm-hmm. Because I think my parents done met every little raggedy thing that my brother has dated.
Exactly.
I didn't. Yeah.
I don't think guys value that as much because in the back of our mind, we're like, shit, my mama know me, man. She know this may or may not last. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Like, my mom knows me, but for you all, it's like, hey, I'm bringing this guy home with the hopes of us moving to the next level. And I think that's where parents of girls think about.
And it was a different setting too. It was like a sit down dinner. Like it wasn't.
It's big, right?
Well, for me, I'm big on, like I said, what am I big on? Family. So that's like, I would never brought you to the table if I didn't think you could eat.
So. Oh, put it on a t-shirt.
Hey!
Just to see, I'm coming through with the bars today. You got a seat at the table. Only if you can eat at the table. You feel me? Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, so when do you think you might be ready to get your feet wet again?
My next question.
Well, because I imagine that you haven't dated anybody yet because you're probably still healing from this relationship.
I've not put myself out there.
But I'm glad you're doing this right now because you can't heal what you don't reveal. Shout out to Jay-Z.
She could still heal without talking to us.
Anyway.
But I feel that I'm ready to at least start, putting myself back out there and like meeting people and, but yeah.
Will we be going the dating app route again?
I was about to ask that too. Like, how do you, because it worked.
But I don't think I'll get back on Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
So I'd probably try something different.
I mean, is it like a new dating app? I don't. My first time hearing of Plenty of Fish was when y'all talked about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know nothing past Tinder, if you know. And there's another one that
you know about Tinder?
There's that.
Coffee Meets Bagel. Yes, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Is it Okay Cute? What is it? Hinge.
I've heard of Hinge.
And then there's the one for like famous people called Raya or something.
You trying to get on that one, huh? I know your vibe.
I know your vibe. But it's not just famous people, but I think it's like, You
got to be of a certain status.
Yeah.
Upper echelon. Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, I think so.
I know you trying to get on that. No, you got to fool me. You got to know who you dealing with right now. I know the variations. So I know she's going to shoot her shot to get on the app. She's about to fill out an application, send a W-2 in and a 401k and say, I can slide on in the app too.
I think
you really have to do that too. Yeah, I'm serious.
You have to do weird stuff to get on that site.
You got to send in some stuff.
But not everyone, like you have. I probably wouldn't. I couldn't probably get on that site. So
just told the people you got a couple of condos, a couple of houses, and a couple of farms, and a couple of dogs, chickens, and houses. You know you can get on there. Now listen. Though.
I was trying to see which one would you be willing to try.
I don't know which one but I will try it. I'm gonna get back out there.
Well, I guess Bear need to help you with your profile.
We
already started looking. Remember the picture with your AK shirt on? I said, "This is a good picture."
Yeah, and he said one like you're having fun
when you're on the beach with your sisters. I'm like, man, this is a good picture. All right, this is what I told the fellas. If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. I said when I'm looking at a dating app, I had to go ahead and rephrase that because I ain't want to get hit. Looking at a dating app or anything, you want to see a girl, pretty, cool, laid back with her friends, to let you know that she got friends, that you know she's not a recluse, that you know she can have fun, let you know that she's on vacation, she's out having, like she's doing stuff, you know, like she's just not. I want to see more. Give me a little bit more. Show me a picture of you and your girl. Show me a picture of you taking the shot. Show me some of that. I don't do that because I'm like, all right, relax.
But I was like, I would not be posting a picture of me taking a shot.
Yeah, that was a joke. But show me some personality on your profile. That's what I told. Like, give pictures that present you as the person you are.
Is that what you used last time?
No, it was just lots of headshots. See, I didn't do that last time. It was just like fun, like just normal headshots.
Oh. Yeah, but now you got headshots. You got a little vacation picture. You got the AKA shirt. She got she got some stuff in the arsenal that we're working with now. She got the clip ready to unload. Anybody looking for, but you ain't got to be on no app. If you know somebody out there right now that's eligible, but you got to have, we ain't taking no more.
But you're tall. I feel like there's a height requirement.
Oh, here we go. It's always something.
That's funny you say that. Well,
can I tell this story? God, you want to tell? I got a joke.
What, Barrett?
Jessica found this guy on one of these dating apps, right?
Oh.
This guy was 5'2".
Oh,
no, listen, it was like, and I did not know this because he had lied. That's not how tall he said he was on, on the profile. But he pulled up. He pulled up.
Check this out. This is a good part.
Oh gosh. He pulled up and he had like a big truck. But
it
was like it was a jacked up truck too. And it was a black guy, but he was like
he had a big ass truck, a dually truck.
Jacked up truck, and it was like raised. When I'm saying raised up, you ever seen those like trucks on like the ones that like
the white supremacy trucks?
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Jessica told me cuz truck was so big they tried to go to the.
Oh, we couldn't. He would always be like, "Hey, let's go to the Preds game," but he was like, "But can you drive?" Because this is what happened on Plenty of Fish. There's some stories.
You know she had these stories, did you?
It was bad, India. So, like, he'd be like, let's go to the Preds game. And I'd be like, okay, let's go. And then he would say, hey, but can you drive? Because his truck was so big, it could not get under. He had parking passes. It couldn't get into underneath the park. It couldn't get under anything with a height requirement. That's how big the truck was. And so one day and I was like, oh, okay. So then we would end up driving my car, which was fine. He had, it was cool.
So you got the parking pass.
He had the parking pass. We were able to park and go to the games and stuff.
Yep.
We did that. Good times. But one day I was like, let me see if I can even get in the truck. I could not. I'm 5'8". And so, like...
You're 5'9". I'm 5'8.5".
You're not 5'8".
I'm 5'8.5". She about that much taller than me.
My mom has this argument with him.
Oh, here we go.
Not that...
Discriminating.
Because my mom is 5'8".
I'm 5'8.5". Big B love. Get some. Haters gonna hate.
But this truck was so big, I couldn't get in the truck. I sent Barrett a video one day on what was it, a TikTok video?
TikTok, yeah.
Because like this girl was trying to get in this like big dually truck. I mean, the truck was that big. And then I thought, how am I supposed to go anywhere in this? Like, I couldn't do it.
Just running in.
And so I couldn't do it. And so then I was like, I can't talk to him. And it wasn't just about the vehicle. It was a lot of other things, but that was.
Wait a minute. How tall was he?
5'3.5".
He was a shorter guy, so I don't even know how he got in it. But to get in it,
and what I say, you have to run it start.
But like it was it was like this things to get in it. It was tall.
Steps on it,
It was a tall truck. It was nothing small.
Damn,
it was really tall.
I can't believe y'all discriminate over height.
I don't discriminate over height.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you are nice.
I don't discriminate over height.
Little man syndrome.
Well,
driving
that big old truck and he that short.
Yeah, he was nice, but I just couldn't. But my last guy, he was the tallest guy I'd ever dated, and he was 6'4".
Yeah, he was tall.
He was tall.
Yeah,
but then I tend to date guys who are like my height, a little bit taller, or a little bit shorter.
Not too much.
You know what I'm saying? But I've never dated, like, he was the tallest guy I'd ever dated.
Nice. So, like, if you had to meet somebody in person, we talked about this, where do you think you would meet those people or that person now?
Now?
It's tough now, right? Especially now.
It's very
First of
hard.
all, I would be scared.
It's hard. Yeah, that was a big thing for me, even to getting on those dating sites. I was worried, like...
I'm scared now because of COVID.
Oh, yes, definitely. No,
Like-
that's true, too. But you know, the apps now, I think I read...
Vaccinated or not?
It says vaccinated or not.
That's wild.
You can know if the person's... There's a thing on this that says, have you
You
had
ain't
the
kissing me
vaccine?
with them unvaccinated lip.
Yeah,
Nah,
so
put them
I
lips
think that's
away.
on a few of the apps that they do that. But like, my thing was like, I didn't want to meet somebody else somewhere like that I didn't know my surroundings. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that was a big thing for me. And then like, nowhere near my house, nowhere near, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
until like a few dates in. And then I was like, you can come pick me up.
You got some nice restaurants near your house.
Yeah, I do. And the funniest thing is that all the guys kept taking me to the same restaurant.
You
And
gotta be shitting me.
I'm not joking.
I bet the people looking at you like, uh-oh.
I was like, but then I thought to myself, they're probably on
Wait,
dates too.
what's the restaurant?
It was
Probably so.
It was Uncle Julio's. They kept taking me to the same first restaurant.
Really?
I was
talked
like,
about that
and
every
I
I
time.
wouldn't even think that. I feel like Uncle Julio's is loud.
oh, but like if you get a corner like in the
She
back.
loves Uncle Julio's
Okay.
anyway, so it's right up her alley.
But what was funny, it was
Fajitas.
like it
They
was.
do got good fajitas.
They do. And I love how they make the guacamole beside the table. And I love that little pinata. But besides that,
so many times, listen, she's been there so many times, they have offered her a part-time job.
no. But I just remember I went on one date, and then the guy 2 days later was like, "Hey, you want to go to this restaurant?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're all gonna start." And then I went in, and I was like, the other one's gonna see me here with this other one.
Yeah.
But then I was like, if they were on another date or something, like I didn't know if they had like a certain spot they would bring people. It was just random. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
So you went to 2 first dates at Uncle Julio's?
yeah,
That's wild.
within the week, yeah.
Within the week,
I
I
was trying to line
remember.
them up. I was like,
Because you gotta
I
weed
was
them
like,
out.
look, I put a schedule.
It's like, I was,
I did.
it's funny though.
Then it got overwhelming. And I
You said you couldn't juggle.
I couldn't juggle.
juggle,
and then
right?
like, yeah, it was crazy.
I can't wait till you get back out there. I want to know where you're gonna go to get back out there because
Oh, yeah.
dating apps or vacation. You vacation a lot. with your
Yes,
family.
I do. But
Could there
like,
be an option?
yeah, but like, I think if some of my girls and I who are not married, if we went out
Okay.
like on vacation or something, and then like,
Yeah.
if we went out to some places or whatever, but that could be a potential spot or, you know, areas to go and meet people maybe. But then even here, like going out to some of the, you know, nice rooftops or something.
Yeah.
Or you know the dating app, but I don't know. Or like even I'm not used to getting out yet. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still getting over like being around large crowds of people.
Oh, I got a good question
Well,
for you.
everywhere is crowded right now.
But everything's crowded, right?
Yeah.
But so when I do things sometimes like I like museums and like different things like that. And if
I
like,
love
you know
that.
what I'm saying? And so like even when I went to the African American Museum, we got there early, like really early.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before the crowd got big. It's like, it makes it also feel kind of like, oh, it's just
It's
us.
yours.
Yeah.
I like
this
that.
is only
I like
for
that type of thing. It's
exclusivity.
exclusive.
But you know what? It's funny because, so like, I have a group of girlfriends. We've
Yeah.
been going out to dinner once a month.
Yeah.
We meet up once a month, go try a new restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere we've gone, I haven't seen any guys
No, and there's not.
out
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
What
That's,
you looking for? I've only ever...
she's just being
It's
observant.
just an observation.
Nah, you know I'm just playing, girl.
It's just
Look
an
how you want to.
observation.
I don't
Like,
care
I
about
will
that.
very rarely see like
Look,
even
queen.
just like 2 guys, you know, sitting at the bar together, or you know, I don't know where are they? Minerva?
Yeah.
What's the other
Where
one
are
down
they,
there?
Barrett?
She married him. I guess at this point, don't ask me.
Willie B's. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
like, I don't know where you go.
But seriously though, when me and my homies go out, we just go to different bars. And I hang out with some single guys.
I wouldn't be going to Willie B's trying to find a man.
Nah, but we just go out to bars, and the thing about it is, a group of young ladies who come in, like you and your friends will come in.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then
But
we
it's
would
easier
look.
to see like a group of girls
And this is
Than
true.
guys.
than guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as a guy, right? I don't want to just be hanging out at a restaurant at a bar with another dude. I want to hang out. I said this earlier on the podcast. I have girlfriends or friend girls because I like going to places with women. I don't want to be sitting there with me, you, and about 5 other dudes who just sitting back talking about. I like being around women, preferably. Women give, let me tell you why.
But
women give the
if
best
they're your
advice.
friends,
They get the best company. That's why
I will say your friends do not give good advice.
And they had the best company. They keep you out of trouble because my friends, if a girl would come up, India. I'm like, who? I'm going to India. Y'all don't know nobody named India. But that's what the friends do. They check you and put you in. Homeboys, I kind of living with them. Now, on the flip side of that.
So that means really, what you're trying to say is you don't like going out with your guy friends because you don't want to get in trouble.
Nah, that's exactly.
That sounds like that.
Can't nobody.
That's exactly what it sounds like. What he's saying.
Can't nobody get another grown man in trouble with that grown man. I can't make you do nothing as a grown adult man you don't want to do. Or I'm not going to tell you to do nothing that I don't think I would do to get you in trouble.
I know Barrett is cheap. So, like, when me and my girlfriends go out.
Oh, yeah. They be going out.
It's
we go
rounds
eat French
of
fries.
appetizers, lots of drinks.
Yes.
We like, let's get another
me.
round.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
yeah.
like we went out last week. We had like 4
I saw the bill.
appetizers on
I saw
the table.
the bill.
It's just like
For what reason?
The rounds. Because I like the experience. Anywhere I go, I like the experience. That's a thing for me.
See?
Top to bottom.
See?
Until I leave.
Okay.
So between us, we pretty much experienced the whole menu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is you like experiences, ladies? Would you, Jessica, be opposed of asking a guy out on a date if you saw somebody that you like?
So it's like
we talked about this too.
What's funny is that like I don't know. It's like I don't know, but I don't. There's some guys that I've like recently followed on Instagram, and so I'm like, oh, and then because I saw that they were on a single site. And so then I was like, oh, okay. And then I started following them on Instagram. And then I was liking some posts. And it's like, should I just jump in their DMs? But
do you want to shoot your shot?
But then I don't know. Like, I think it's that thing that you just don't know. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, you could shoot your shot.
Yeah, I could.
If you like them.
Listen.
I know.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with
Instagram
it.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you now let me tell you what to do. Back in the day, this is what guys would do. I don't do this personally.
Well, when you followed them, did they follow you back?
Yeah.
So then at that point, you go back and you like pictures from like 2 years ago, like about 12 of them in a row. Then they'll hit you back and be like, I see you liking my pictures, queen.
I feel like that's obsessive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that.
What you mean? I think that'll work
like
for it, though.
Because if I go back that far, I might like 1 or 2. I'm not liking
it's some guys out there right now saying, well, B-Love know the vibes. Y'all know I know the vibes because y'all know the vibes, too. I know some of y'all have done that. You go out and you go back and you like 12,
but
like
you don't do that now.
back.
You don't do that now.
I'm just confused.
I got homeboys. Listen to me. The same reason you out here looking at guys. You just got eyes. I got homies.
It has nothing to do. I'm never going to go to a guy's page and like 12 photos.
The only person I'm going to like 12 of their photos, and I like them as soon as they pop up on the screen. You enjoy.
Oh.
That's it. See, thank you, Jessica. Thank you. She don't appreciate nothing. Nothing.
She does.
I don't even like you half the time. Like in this moment, I don't like.
Let me tell y'all something about my wife. She getting thick. Stand up and show them cheeks.
Stop.
Girl, get the pants be busting out the bando out here. You see all this thigh meat? Come on, man. I like thighs. Look at this. Show them something. And she got white meat on her thighs, but they still dark once you get in there. Juicy.
Barrett.
I'm sorry. Come on, let's keep going. Back to the interview. Why everybody burying me? What's going on? It's an innuendo.
Cut it out.
All right, back to it. Now, do you feel like you can ask a guy out and be okay?
Would I be okay with it?
Yeah, would you be okay with that?
I would be okay with that.
The next question to follow up on that. When you go out with that guy, because you like things, experiences.
Yeah.
Who's paying for the date? Jessica or the guy?
They would.
Not if you ask me out, Jessica.
I think that a gentleman, he would just pay first.
I'm going to say, I think a gentleman would pay first. Now,
Yeah.
I will say, I do know a story.
Now, hold on. Before you tell your story.
Recently.
Before you tell your story, though. If the gentleman decides that since you asked me out, I feel like you should pay, and he doesn't tell you that until you start to, divvy up the bill, what are you going to do? Would you be cool with paying?
No, Barrett. No, we won't do that.
Now tell your story.
I would look at the face. They would get the face.
Look, the bill would come like this. So put bill and put the bill on the table.
Just to be like, split the check.
Split the check. And then I'll be like, I'll go home. Do you need a ride? You guys, Uber, or New Earth Ride. Have y'all seen that in Nashville?
Oh, I keep telling him. I just want.
It ain't nothing but riding a Tesla.
No, but they.
Beep,
but
beep.
this is like we're doing a free advertisement for them, but they.
It is. Money.
They for every ride they plant a tree.
Where they planting the tree at though?
I don't know because someone wrote that on their
And who's
Instagram.
watering the tree? Who's caring for this tree? I need to know.
Well, I mean, nobody. Do you care for the tree in our backyard?
I
what are
pray
you
for
saying?
all the greens. Go ahead.
Anyways, I know of someone. She went on a date with a guy. She offered to pay for the meal,
I like her style.
and he let her.
I like her style. But why you offer though?
I'm sorry, I'm that.
Why does she offer
One,
though?
she should not have offered.
She shouldn't have
All right,
offered.
all right.
No, she should not have offered. However,
He should not have like taken her up on that
Why not?
because that's no.
I wouldn't do it, but why? I'm asking like, why shouldn't he? I know why I wouldn't.
I would. Okay, fine. I'm doing it as a test, and if you let me pay for this meal, I'm never going out with you again.
But see, no. And see, I think we're too grown for stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get into it. I think we're too grown for those type of tests. If you want me to pay for your food,
It
all
was
you
the
have to do.
first date.
Okay, but listen though, if you offer and say,
And
hey,
I think it was just like,
She was testing him.
like, do you want me to get it? And he was like, oh yeah.
and maybe he was testing her. Who knows?
But
What?
but wait a minute. Well, he won because
He
she
asked her out.
Yeah.
He asked her out on the date.
And then she just voluntarily said, hey, you want me
So
to
if
catch
she
the meal?
volunteered, he should have been like, well, no, I offered to take you out on the date. I'll
Right.
still pay.
Yeah.
All right, but that's what he should have done, right? So he didn't do it. She offered. Why would she get mad now all of a sudden? And he was like, yeah, go ahead and pay. I got the next one. And what
I
if the
don't care.
next one?
Nah.
And what
No.
if the next
No.
one is an all expense paid vacation on dates?
It's-
You
But
know,
it's
it's
not.
not going to be
It's
that.
We don't know. We don't
It's
know
not.
that. Y'all.
No.
I
You can't be going with
I'm
someone
paying for it. I'm not gonna let a girl do that to me. And I'm like, no, baby, your money's no good here. I got you. Ooh, you like that kind of talk? Look at her.
No, I
Look like
don't.
that, look at
I've
that.
never even had to. I've never offered.
Yeah, girl, listen. The day you offer to pay anything is the day of the dead. Shit, everybody's gonna rise up. Thriller. And the day you offer to pay anything. Every blue moon. Listen.
I would
Thriller.
now, when we were I was dating, we would like alternate. It just
That's
depends.
dope.
And I know because it gets very expensive.
Yeah. But it's cool to alternate. Y'all probably set that and
We
y'all
did
made
that.
that a thing.
We made that a thing.
And there's
so we
nothing wrong
made
with
that
that.
a thing. Yeah.
Nothing wrong
Or
with
different
that.
experiences.
Ain't no
Just
alternating.
If we would
It's-
go places.
It's like a seesaw goes back and forth. My seesaw like this.
But that's
And it's
okay.
just-
that's
it
what
just
y'all.
be up.
That's what y'all.
That's what
y'all.
he decided to do
Yeah,
when we first
so-
started
yeah,
And
dating.
it's
so-
stuck.
And
I ain't got no problem with it, man. I'm just saying. But I want y'all to keep that same energy as time progresses.
I'm just saying, ladies, for one, don't be offering to pay for meals on the first date, and for two, if he lets you pay for it and you choose to offer it,
It's on you, and so you shouldn't have asked that. Now I got another one. This might be my last one because I don't want to hold you too long. But this is a good one that me and speaking of a friend girl, me and Ashley had this conversation probably about 2 days ago. Now, when you go on a date, are you upfront on the first date of your expectations of what you're looking for moving forward? How upfront should you be? Like, when do you ask a guy, all right, what are we doing here? Or what do you want? Or what are you looking for? Do you do that on the first date?
I think it's about how you phrase the question.
Yeah,
Because I don't,
you don't want
I
someone.
I don't
yeah.
think like there was some
I said the
verbiage that you
same
just
thing,
said. You
yeah.
don't go
What are
and
you
say
looking for?
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's
No.
not what you
I
do.
said the same thing, okay?
What are you looking for? Is a much better question.
Yeah, because you don't want to come off a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You need to ease it. And I don't want to give everything up. I don't want you to know too much of my life when I'm just meeting you for the first day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you have to ease that in. But I do, it usually comes up like, because talking, and you usually talk about certain things anyways, then you can kind of tell from that first date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna say, as far as like digging deep, maybe wait till like date 3, because sometimes you'll go on a first date and you don't even necessarily know if you like the person all the way.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Same thing I said, okay.
that is true.
Like,
Girl, we on the same
there
mind
could be
frame.
some potential there. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. It's like, it's not a no, but it's not a 100% yes. So let's just go out we'll go out again.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then the second date might seal the deal.
Yeah.
And so then on the third date, you can be like, okay, what are we
trying to get out of this?
Yeah.
Exactly. I said something very similar. I kind of phrased it as though when you're talking to somebody, like, all right, so probably on the first date, you're going to ask maybe what happened in your past relationship, or it's going to be something about your past relationship or things.
Why are you single?
But that's on to me, that's on the first date.
Right. And then I would say,
like, what's up?
So why you single?
Yeah, what's going on?
And then like after that, I'd be like, all right, so what you looking for moving forward? You're single right now.
Or maybe not why. First, how long have you been single?
That's a big thing. Yeah.
Some people be hopping out of relationships 2 months ago.
Look at you.
No. Yeah.
Me bunny hopping. I'm so glad I got my home. Out of relationships. In and out. I ain't worried about Josephine.
Yes, I feel like asking, how long have you been single? Why did that last relationship end?
Yeah.
Those kind of questions I feel like are appropriate.
On the first.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Jessica, I'm happy that we had you. I'm sad that things didn't work out because I really thought it was going to reach the finish line for you.
And it's okay. It's going to.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely. I'm talking about with this guy, but I know this. Whoever gets you will be a happy person. You're going to make them happy and you're going to make them better. I think so. I
do. I agree. I was really annoyed.
I told you. She was nice today.
I was really. I was. Well, no, because I didn't want to like put you on blast or nothing like that. I wasn't gonna be like, F him.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do none of that. It was just disappointing. Like once Bear was telling me the reasons why it didn't work out, and it was just like, what?
Yeah.
It just wasn't making sense.
No,
to
it
me.
hurts. No, it does hurt. It really did. Yeah.
You're better than it. I told you better than that.
That's okay, because baby, it's plenty of fish
in the sea.
Hey, and they would nip it and bite. So Jessica, tell the people where they can find you, because you want to be found.
You can find me on Jessica Driver at 615.
Jessica Driver 615
on Instagram.
Hit her up on IG. If you're looking for her, you can contact me and I'll put you in contact with her. I'll tell you the ins and outs, what you need to ask. I know everything about it. I got your back. All right. India, tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram.
There it is. You can find me at BeLove1911 on all social platforms. Be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. And also, we love to hear from you. Share, tell a friend to tune in. And man, like always, thank y'all every week for listening, liking, and subscribing. We're going to have you back again soon with a guy. We're going to play Matchmaker. It's going to be like a thing. Like Eliminate. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
What are we going to keep doing? Like a 1 year update?
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Shit, hopefully in the next month after the podcast, you'll have a boyfriend. I believe in you.
Oh, I believe in myself.
But like that kind of bad.
So she don't need you to believe in nothing.
Right, listen, go Queen. I believe that you don't believe. Anyway, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. And like always, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.